Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So Khadija, have you noted down all these things? You're not audible to me. Hello. So here, what kind of the question I have seen? The question which I have seen, the prop root. So first, I will tell you what are the prop root. I don't know that I have told you or not last class, but still, let's first let me tell you what are these kind of the root. So basically, what are the stilt root and what are the prop root? Yes, first one is prop root, right? So prop root are basically they are pillar-like structure. So they are okay. Ashir is there. Fine. So what are basically prop root? Prop root are basically pillar-like structure. What is their function? Their function is to support this banyan tree. Why? Because the branches of the horizontal growth of banyan tree is too much, right? It goes in comparison to the other plant, other trees. So they grow horizontally. So rather than their length, their width is more, right? I mean, their area of the branches are more. Means lateral branches are more. So there are fair enough chances that the load will be more on the sideways, and because of that load, these branches will fall down, right? These branches will get ruptured and they will fall down, right? They will break and fall down. To support them, what happens? The stem part of the branches, they start coming towards the ground, right? They keep on coming towards the ground. When they reaches to the ground, they just develop root part, right? When these prop root they reaches to the ground, they develop root part, and after that developing the root part, this prop root start behaving like a tree, right? So it will start behaving like a tree, and now the more expansion will take place. For example, in Karnataka, there is a single banyan tree which have covered 7.6 hectare. Can you imagine the single tree? And it is really Herculean task to discover or to come to know which is the main stem, right? Because every prop root is now behaving as a stem. So that is an amazing fact. So these are the prop root. Now, what was the question which I have seen in medical examination? The question was that the anatomy of prop root. Try to understand. We are going through the anatomy in our regular class. That's why I want answer from your end, right? The anatomy of prop root matches with the anatomy of root, the anatomy of stem, both of them, and none of them. Tell me that these kind of the like not exactly these were the four answers. There were these kind of the four options. Tell me. Come on, Vedika. Not that much difficult. Yasir is there. Yasir, tell me. What should be the answer? Anatomy of crop root matches with anatomy of stem, anatomy of root, anatomy of monocot root, dicot root. That kind of the question. That was the question in. Oh, come on. So, Deja? No? Yasir is. Question is that, Yasir. Anatomy of crop root matches with anatomy of root, anatomy of stem, anatomy of monocot root, none of above. There are four of them. Look, I have told you that these prop root arise from the branches. So what are the branches? Branches are basically stem. When they goes down and they reaches to the ground, then they develop the root. What kind of the root? They develop advantageous root. This is the second question which have been asked in medical examination, right? So these prop root develop from the stem. So from this point to this point, where I am moving my cursor, from this point to this point, their anatomy will matches with the stem, because in future they will start behaving as a stem, and from here onwards they behave like advantageous root. Their anatomy will matches with the anatomy of the stem. Please note it down. In case of prop root, the anatomy of these prop root matches with the anatomy of stem. Full stop. These prop root in future work as a stem. Next point. When prop root reaches at ground, this is the next question. When prop root reaches at ground, they develop advantageous root. Do you have any idea about the advantageous root or not? What are the advantageous root? Tell me. Answer quickly. Khudeja, I want answer from everyone, please. Chidika, what are the advantageous root? Yashir, last class I have told you what are the advantageous root. You people are not answering. It means you are not revising. Look. Look. Everything is in front of your eyes. I have told you that there are two types of the root system. There are tap root system. They are found in the dicot plant, right? In tap root system, there will be primary root, then secondary root, then tertiary root. So these kind of the root will be found. Then I told you there are another kind of the root. There are the fibrous root, or they are advantageous root, fibrous root or advantageous root. Look, I have written advantageous root, right? They have a root stock and they have the fiber like root, right? Wheat, corn, rice, etc. Advantageous root are a type of fibrous root. Root does not arise from the radicle. Basically, they do not arise from the radicle, but advantageous root are a type of fibrous root. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Note down these root over there, please. Yashir, please note it down. Fibrous or advantageous root. Fibrous or advantageous root do not have primary root, rather group of fiber like structure, full stop. Advantageous root are fibrous root. Advantageous root are fibrous root. Advantageous root are fibrous root which do not develop from radicle. Which do not develop from radical, which do not develop from radical. Full stop. I hope now it should be clear. Please ask wherever you do not have clarity, where you are not getting the point, then I will tell you. And don't hesitate. Now, the next thing is that I have already written. This was the important, and you have to underline like this way, advantageous root, right? They grow to form support of the heavy horizontal branches. That's what I have told you. If you get the question, what is their function? Their function is their support, right? Support is their function, means mechanical function. As they reaches to the soil, this is also important. As they reaches to the soil, they become thick, pillar-like structure. After some time, they look like main plant stem, right? So that they are the what? They are the, and where they are found, banyan tree, right? Now come to the second point. Second point, there are stilt root. Stilt root are basically, you can see easily in the maize, like in the corn plant, maize, and in sugarcane, right? You will see that this is the corn and sugarcane, both are the monocot plant, right? You can see these are the node and these are the internode. So the distance between the two nodes, this is known as the internode. This is the internode, right? Node and internode. So from every node, leaves come out, right? So basically, in monocot plant, from every node, these leaves come. Right? These are the leaves. Now, the lowermost from the basal node. Basal node means the lowermost node, right? Basal node means lowermost. Lowermost node, right? So from the lowermost node, these root come out. They are called stilt root, right? They are short, thick, supporting root. So what is their function? Basic function is supporting root, which develop obliquely. Second thing, they develop oblique way, like they are developing obliquely from the basal node. After penetration to soil, they develop and form fibrous root. So what kind of the root they form? The second question, they develop fibrous root. These are the only question. Focus over here. Additionally, they help plant to absorb water and mineral. Please note down. This is the question. I have already made a star over there. Note down. Stilt root. Additionally, help plant. Even the example have been asked. Sugarcane and maize. Even here I have made the star. Stilt root additionally help plant. Stilt root additionally help plant to absorb. Help plant to absorb water and mineral. Water and mineral. Full stop. They are found in sugarcane. They are found in sugarcane and maize. They are found in sugarcane and maize. Right. So these were stilt root. Fine. Nematophores, very, very important. Nematophores. So what are the basically nematophores? Look, nematophores first. Anyone of you, can you tell me what are the nematophores? Let me write it down the example where they are found. That example, the question. Have you listened about the Sundarban Delta? Any one of you? Sundarban Delta? Actually, no one answered my question. Martin, are you there?
Yeah.
So have you listened about the Sundarban Delta?
No.
Which place do you belong to?
India.
Where?
India.
India, which place from India?
Kerala.
State. Which state?
Yeah, Kerala.
Kerala.
Okay.
And you don't know delta? This
Uh,
is the biggest delta of the world. That's why everyone must know about this one. This is the biggest delta of the world, Sundarban Delta. The river Ganga pour its water in the Bay of Bengal. Wherever it pour the water, today note it down, Sundarban. It is Sundarban, Sundarban Delta, right? You have to remember this delta. After the class, search it on your internet, right? Sundarban Delta is the largest delta of the world. This is made by the river Ganga, which dropped its sand at ocean in Bay of Bengal. This is famous for white tiger. The peculiarity of those tiger are famous in the world. The reason behind that the Sundarban tigers, white tigers, they are called Royal Bengal tiger basically. They are the only tiger which can swim in the water and they can hunt the fishes, right? So that is the peculiarity. Rest of the tiger of the world or lion of the world, they cannot go inside the water. Forget about the swimming. They cannot go even inside the water, right? You'll never find that the tiger or lion is going inside the water. But they are the tigers which can swim in the water. Royal Bengal tiger. They are white tigers. Third thing, that they are the habitat for the one of the endangered species that is called sea cow. Sea cow. Sea cow is a type of seal. It is getting endangered, and this is the home for the sea cow. So these are the facts about the Sundarban Delta. After the class, you have to search it. Why this is very important for your general ability questions. This is important for your biology questions. Okay. So Sundarban Delta, the name of the Sundarban Delta is Sundarban because there is a tree. The name of that tree is Sundari tree. Sundari tree is found over there, right? The name of the biological name of the Sundari tree is Heritaria, right? Heritaria is the name of Sundari tree. This question have been asked in medical examination. Sundari tree, right? Sundarban. I will write it on here only. Sundarban Delta name after it, right? I have written over there, and this is the question which have been asked. Fine. So Heritaria or Sundari tree, it is a type of what? It is a type of what? Can you tell me? No? Rhizophora plant, right? It is a type of Rhizophora. What is that? Rhizophora. Rhizophora are the only plant which grow in delta, right? Look, this is a type of Rhizophora or mangrove, right? This is a mangrove tree. Rather than Rhizophora, let me write down mangrove tree. Sundari tree is a type of mangrove. Type of mangrove. Mangrove tree are found in delta ecosystem. Will you remember it, or should I dictate it? Tell me frankly. Sorry, Nitika, be loud.
Would you dictate it?
Yeah, sure. Please note it down because these all are the question. I think you will forget it after the class. Note it down. Give me 1 second. I will try to show you. Give me just. I will try to give you more clarity about this because Now I will clear your all doubt. I got the picture. Yes. Fine. Look, try to understand what I want to convey you. Look, this is this Sundarban delta. Like this is the Sundarban delta. How the delta is formed? This is between the Bangladesh and India, right? Sundarban delta, biggest delta of world, biggest in world, biggest delta. Look, Ganga and Brahmaputra river meet over here, and they drop their water over here, right? River drop their water over here. When the river drop water over here, the sand and silt get collected in this green part, right? What happened? Oceans wave, they push back the sand, and that's how the sand is collected over here. The water, the sand over here, this is salty, so they create a salty marsh where plant cannot grow, right? The only vegetation which grow over here, they are called the vegetation or the plant which grow over here, they are called mangrove. So mangrove plant grows here, right? Look, and now you will get this is the picture of mangrove plant. Look, what I want to tell you, mangrove plant. So here, this is the salty mud, right? This is the salty mud. The salt is too much over there, so the roots cannot breathe over here. So to breathe out, the root come against the gravity. These are the only plant where, let me write it down. The only plant where, these all are question, where root grow against gravity. Against gravity. Otherwise, you can understand that a root always grow in the direction of gravity. Grow against gravity. Right. Second thing, they are viviparous plant. Viviparous plant. Anybody tell me viviparous plant. They are the only viviparous plant. Who will tell me? I have already explained this question, this thing to you. They are viviparous plant. Who will tell me? Martin, tell me.
Yes, sir.
What are the viviparous plant?
What?
They are viviparous plant. What are the viviparous plant?
The plant which it's mammal.
What are the viviparous plant?
It's the mammal plants.
Come
The
on,
one
they
which
are
doesn't
mammal
lay
plant.
eggs. The one which doesn't lay eggs.
I'm going to beat you. Don't tell me. Mammal plant. How the plant can be mammal there? Come on. Mammals are those which feed their young one through the mammary glands. That's why they are called mammal. Basically, all the mammals give rise to birth to their young ones, right? They do not give birth to the eggs. Those which give birth to the egg, they are called oviparous. We have already discussed in animal kingdom. Here, every plant give birth to young plant through seed. These are the plant which do not give birth to young new plant through the seed. Basically, small plantlet fall down. When seed are attached to the mother plant, it germinate. Then a small plant fall down on the ground and they germinate and they grow. So they give birth to the young plantlet, small plant, not seed. Right? Clear? Give birth
Yeah, yes.
to young plant, not seed, right? So they are viviparous. The next thing is that with them, right? Root I have already told you they are the viviparous plant, and one more important. These plants they have highest productivity. Highest productivity. Basically, these are the biology questions you have to remember them, right? So come to they have the root, their roots, these roots, the roots which is visible to you, they are basically called nematophore. These roots are called nematophore. Respiratory. Please note down all these facts. Please, I want all of you to note down this fact. Done. Note it down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what, look, the diagram. Oh, very good. Yes, this is the diagram of rhizophora, right? They have the pore for the exchange of the gas. They are called hematopores and they are called breathing gases. So I have written over here, they are the breathing or respiratory roots, right? Found in the mangrove or saline swamp near to the sea, right? And then you can see seashore, saline water or seashore. The pores are for the exchange of the gases, O2 and CO2. They grow against the gravity. Please note down this Sundari tree, the name of the Sundari tree. Have you noted down or not? Have you noted down the name of the Sundari tree? Note down, please. This is the question which have been asked. Already there. Done. Note it down, Martin. Next, flashy or taproot system, right? Flashy root or taproot system, they become swollen. They are flashy for the storage of the food. So their main function is storage of food, right? Like you can see, they may be conical, fusiform, or napiform. Conical example is carrot. So carrot, there is a top. This top is flat. You can see this top is flat. This is flat top, and then there is a cone-shaped structure. This is something like this way, cone-shaped, right? Then you can see fusiform. Fusiform is something like upper part is a bit narrower, then wider part, then again it become narrower. So this kind of part, this is called fusiform, right? That is a example is radius. Napiform, top part is flat, right? And then this lower part is suddenly it get tapers. This is called napiform, right? So that is sugar beans. So these are the three form of the flashy roots. Flashy roots are basically they are meant for absorbing the this one. They are meant for the absorbing and storing the food now, right? So this is all about the root system. Go through with it and tell me the modification of it. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes,
Is
sir.
that clear? Okay. So next is morphology of stem. So next part is morphology of stem. Please keep on responding and keep on asking. When you become silent, then I like, just become blank. I don't know you are getting it or not. Very, very important. Auxiliary bud. Auxiliary bud have been asked many times, right? So you have to focus over here, auxiliary bud. This is the apical buds or apex. The new leaves keep on coming. They keep on adding the new part in the stem and the new leaf. This is the leaf scar, right? There is a node, right? This part is called node. From every node, so from where the auxiliary bud come out of from the node, the first question, right? Then these are the lenticels, are the small pores which are found in the stem for the exchange of the gases, right? The space between two nodes is node internode. We have already discussed, right? Now come to the uh, major features. Stem bear node and internode. That is a peculiarity of stem. Why we call that potato is an stem? Potato is not a look. Potato is an stem. Potato is not a root, because potato bear node and internode, right? So look, this is the potato. Potato. In every potato, there are these kind of the structure from bud. When they germinate, the bud come out, right? So these are called basically eye. So these part are called eye. Eye are what? They are eye are basically node. Right? So all eye. So basically, the bud come out from here. Bud arise from it. So bud come out from it. The space between two nodes is known as the internode. This part is known as the. This is called in, right? Stem bear node and internode. They may be real, or they may be aerial or underground stem. So they may be out of the ground or inside the ground. Bud, auxiliary bud, branches and leaves originate from the node. That is the important. So bud come out of the node, auxiliary bud come out of the node, branches come out of the node, leaves originate from the node. That you need to remember this. Okay. Now next, that come to the modification of system. This is the modification of. So how does the stem get modified, right? Modification of. So first, stem get modified into phylloclads. This is very, very important. What are the phylloclads? Basically, whatever you see green part in the cactus. Whenever you see a cactus, whatever the green part you see, that is a phylloclad basically. This is the most common cactus. Every one of you must have seen this cactus. The name of this cactus is Apantia. This is one of the most visible cactus. And basically, this green part, or what you call the stem part of the cactus, this is basically phylloclad, right? Basically, the leaves of the cactus, they get converted in the form of the spine, right? Why? To reduce the rate of transpiration, because they are the xerophytic plant. Xerophytic plant means they are found in desert area. So in desert area, their function is in desert area. These leaves get converted into spine to reduce the rate of transpiration. Otherwise, the complete water will evaporate and the plant will die. Right. To protect them, the leaf get converted into spine. Then, if the leaf will get converted into spine, then who will perform the function of photosynthesis? Here now, stem take the opportunity and they become they behave like leaf-like structure and they function for the photosynthesis, right? So functionally they become leaf, right? Structurally they are the stem. So phylloclad is flattened or cylindrical green stem. They perform photosynthesis. So here the stem perform the photosynthesis. First one. In these plants, leaf modified into spine to reduce the transpiration. Hence, the function of leaf is taken over by the phylloclad. Clear? Apantia and euphorbia. These are the two examples. Please note down the example. These both are very important. They are found in xerophytic or desertic condition. Clear? Phylloclad. Great. Now thorn. Uh, They are the sharp pointed curved structure. They protect plant from the grazing animal. Additionally, they also reduce the rate of the transport. That is the thorn. So thorn, you can see, these are the thorn. So that is simple. Stem tendrils. So they are the stem tendril here. So first, stem convert into phylloclade. Second, stem convert into the thorn. Then stem convert into the this one tendrils. Right, tendril. They help these stem to these plant to climb. They are the thread-like structure which are coiled around the support and help plant to climb. So that is their structure is supporting. They may be branched or unbranched. That is the question. This question I've been asked. They may be branched or unbranched. They are not. They normally arise from the auxiliary bud. The second question, where they come from? They arise from the auxiliary. Please note it down. The stem tendril arise from the auxiliary bud. Stem tendril arise from the auxiliary bud. Stem tendril arise from the auxiliary bud. They may be branched or unbranched. They may be branched or unbranched. Now come to the cladode. So what is the cladode? They are the green stem. So cladode, first let me tell you what are the cladode. These are the cladode. These leaf-like structure are basically cladode. They are the green stem with limited growth, right? They have taken over the function of leaf to perform the photosynthesis. Again, the leaf reduced to the scale or spine to reduce the transpiration. Generally, they are found in the arid or xerophytic plant. So again, cladode and this one, phylloclade. They both are perform the function. They are a stem, but they perform the function of photosynthesis, right? Now come to the underground. So first, these were the modification of a stem and the aerial modification. Then come to the underground modification of this, right? When we talk about the underground modification of this, the underground stems are non-green. They are found inside the soil. They store food and sometimes they also help in propagation. Propagation means formation of new plant, right? So first come to the tuber like potato. Example potato. Oval spherical underground swollen structure. They bear the bud, right? And they are meant for storage of food. So they have dual function. Propagation and storage of food because new potato arise from these tubers one. Then come to the rhizome. Rhizome like ginger. Like this is the rhizome of ginger. Ginger. They are underground stem which show the continuous growth. Look, these stem they grow horizontally and they continuous horizontal growth, right? But arise from here. So ginger is a stem. Remember, bulb. Onion is bulb. Underground pyriform structure. It have multiple scale to store the leaf, store the food. So they are the fleshy scale leaves which store food. So in onion and garlic, please note it down. This is question have been asked. Please note it down. In onion and garlic, fleshy scale leaves in onion and garlic, fleshy scale leaves store the food. Next, corn. Example, colocasia. Colocasia is RB, that what you eat as it's a brownish color outer structure, inside there white color. and they are a bit sticky kind of the vegetable, that is underground vegetable, that is called colocasia, right? In general, in like we call it arbi. So it is a thick, swollen, usually underground spherical and subspherical structure and stored in food. So tell me if you have any doubt in this modification of system. Tell me, then we'll go ahead. Kudeja, Shridika, Martin, Yashir, all of you, please tell me, is it clear or not? When you will say it's clear, then I will go ahead. But be quick. Okay, great. Yes, sir. Kudeja, please tell me. You are not responding. Shridika,
Clear, sir.
Martin, clear?
Yes.
It seems easy for you. Believe on me, when the question will come, you will get confused. Believe on me. When the question will come in medical examination, the student, believe on me, those which are the good students, they get confused that ginger is a stem or it's a rhizome or it's a root. Believe on me, they get confused. The rhizome, stem, horizontal root, horizontal stem, that kind of the options will be there, and believe on me, you will get confused. So please don't take it easy or don't take it for granted. Please be serious and note it down them that this is the stem, this is the stem modification, this is the leaf modification, that, and you have to remember that, right? Morphology of leaf. Now, this is the morphology of leaf. So when I say it's a morphology of leaf, it means, look, this is the shoot part. This is called stipule. This part is called stipule. Like these kind of the leaf-like structure, they are called stipules, right? They are found at the base. This is the petiole. So they are found at the base of petiole and shoot or stem. This is called midrib, right? This is called midrib. And this part is called lamina. This network of veins and their leaf of it. Again, this is the lower part. So the lower part, it's lower part of the leaf, which is not that much smooth. This is called abaxial, right? Abaxial or lower part. Adaxial means upper part. These are the small veinlets. These are the veins. This is the midrib. These are the stipules. You can see it's the petiole. And again, this green color structure is called leaf blade or leaf lamina. So we'll go with through the one by one, right? Leaf blade or leaf lamina. This is expanded green part of the leaf. And the main function, it performs the photosynthesis. Whatever the NEET question, either I will mark it or I will let you note it down, right? Perform the photosynthesis. They are supported by veins, which contain the vascular bundle, xylem and phloem. Vascular bundle conduct water and mineral, right? Water and mineral plus food, right? Then look, leaf may be of two types: stipulate leaf and non-stipulate leaf. So stipule may or may not be. What are the stipules? Stipules are small leaflet-like structure. They are found at the base of petiole, right? So leaf may be stipulate or not stipulate. So if a stipule is present, we call it stipulate leaf. If a stipule is not present, we call it non-stipulate. Come to the petiole. Petiole is cylindrical stalk, which a cylindrical stalk with leaf lamina, so that it could get maximum sunlight to perform photosynthesis. That is the function of it. If the leaf do not have petiole, it is called sessile. Note it down, please. It is not compulsory that every leaf have the petiole. Note it down. The leaf may or may not have petiole. Leaf may or may not have petiole. The leaf without petiole, the leaf without petiole is called sessile leaf. The leaf without petiole is called sessile leaf. Example, rice, wheat, etc. The stipule. They are the two small lateral outgrowth of the leaf base, which protect the young leaf and auxiliary bud in young stage. Note down their function. Auxiliary bud. Stipule protect young leaf. Stipule protect young leaf and auxiliary bud. That is the question. When I said it's simple, when I said it cannot be question, very simple. That cannot be question for your examination. Stipule, remember what is the function of stipule? That is important. Venation, that is the arrangement of vein or veinlets on the lamina of the leaf called venation. What are the veins? Veins are basically veins or venules. They are basically made up of xylem and phloem, right? It may be reticulate or parallel venation. You can see reticulum means network-like structure. Reticulum means the term reticulum means net, right? Maybe reticulate means it may have this network-like structure. The veinlets form a reticulum network. This is always found in dicot leaf. So it is found in dicot leaf, reticulate. Parallel venation is always found in monocot leaf. So here you can see this is the leaf of a rice. So you can see there is a midrib and veins are parallel to it. Veinlets are not branched, but they run parallel to each other. All monocot plants have this kind of a vein. Okay. The type of leaf: simple leaf and compound leaf. Single or undivided. This is the simple leaf. This is single leaf and undivided. So single leaf arises from the stem. Then compound leaf. Compound leaf they are divided into multiple leaflets and attached to the stem. Right. They may be two types: pinnately compound and palmately compound. Pinnately compound leaf like neem. Example, like neem. The botanical name of neem is a Directica indica. Directica indica. Right. So, like neem, you can see there is a pinna which is called rachis, and in rachis, literally there will be small leaflet. This is called pinnately compound leaf. Now, palmately compound leaf will be like palm, right? There is a palm-like structure, like from the symbol base. This is the single base from where every finger is arising, right? In the same leaf, the palmately compound leaflet radiating out from the single point, right? Like all the finger arise from the single point, that is palm. That is called, and this is petiole. Example, palmately compound leaf. Papaya. Papaya. Is it clear or not? Tell me. Types of simple and compound.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Pinnately compounding, palmately compounding. So leaf was simple. Phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy is the arrangement of. This is not that much important, but go through with this. Phyllotaxy. This is the arrange. What is the phyllotaxy? It is the arrangement of leaf on the stem or stem branches, right? They may be opposite. One, two. So at from same point, single point, two leaf will be opposite to each other. One, two, in this way, right? Opposite. So from the single node, two leaf will come out, right? Node. So from every node, two leaf will come out. Two leaf is born on the opposite side of the single node, right? Then alternate. A node will have a single leaf, and next leaf will be opposite to the opposite, but at the next node, right? This will be opposite, but not on the same node. The next. This is called alternate. Then from the same node, multiple leaves, right? Three or more leaves develop at the single node. That is called what? This is called phyllotaxy. Modification of leaf. This is important for your medical exam. Right? Leaf tendril. So we have studied stem tendril. Here we are studying the leaf tendril, right? They are thread-like structure which are coiled and support help plant in climbing. Example, grape. Then the leaf tendril. Leaf spines. Again, the leaf become changed to the spines in order to protect plant from the grazing animal and excessive transpiration. Apantia. I have already told you that the leaf convert into spine. Leaf pitcher. This is important, right? Have you listened about this plant?
Yes,
This is
sir.
called pitcher plant, Nepenthes khasiana. Have you listened about this plant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the peculiarity of this plant? Tell me, Shilita. What is speciality of this plant?
It produces a sort of liquid inside the pitcher which attracts insects.
Very
and
good.
It captures the insects.
Very good. This pitcher plant is known as Nepenthes khasiana, right? And this is an insectivorous plant. Insectivorous plant as it eats insect to full. Why it eat the insect? It is green, it performs photosynthesis, but why it eat the insect? To fulfill the requirement, because this is also a question. A requirement, fulfill the requirement of nitrogen. Why? Because they are found in the they are found in the marsh. They are found in the marshy area. They are found in marsh soil which lack nitrogen. Right. So those soil have the deficiency of nitrogen, right? And because of deficiency of nitrogen, you know, nitrogen is the important component which plant require. This is the most important mineral which plant require. So to fulfill the deficiency of nitrogen, they eat the insect, and when they eat the insect, and by eating the insect, they fulfill their nitrogenous requirement, because the exoskeleton means wings, legs, and all that, they all a part are made up of wood. They all part are of insect. They are made up of chitin, and chitin is that is a protein. It's a nitrogenous compound, right? So why they eat the insect? I have told you, and they are called pitcher plant, because you know every plant have 35, approximately 30 to 35 these kind of pitcher at the end of this leaf. So look, this part is called petiole. This part is not leaf. This is called petiole. So petiole, winged petiole, they perform the photosynthesis. it performs photosynthesis. Then this is the tendril petiole. It is extension of petiole. Then picture is leaf blade or lamina. It is modification of leaf blade or lamina. This is the question, right? And then for the pot leaf. So insect come over here. When the insect goes inside, they shut down their lid, and inside their a liquid like enzymes, and they digest the insect with the help of that enzyme. So please note it down. In pitcher plant, petiole become winged. Very important point. In pitcher plant, petiole become winged, and it perform function of photosynthesis, and it performs function of photosynthesis. Full stop. Leaf blade or lamina modified into pitcher. Leaf blade or lamina modified into pitcher. Full stop. This was the leaf modification. Tell me if you have any doubt. Kudeja, Shidika, and Yasir, all of you, please tell me.
No, sir.
Clear. Inflorescence. This question I've been asked multiple times, because in the various question form, when we will solve the question, we'll come to know that how what kind of the question I've been asked. So look, the arrangement and distribution of flower over the plant is called inflorescence. How the plants are arranged on any plant, that is called inflorescence, right? So inflorescence can be of two types: racemose and cymose. Look, first I will explain you. You have to remember, in racemose kind of, please try to understand what I am trying to convey. In racemose, where the racemose is found, here the plant growth continues. Plant growth continues. Plant growth do not stop. Why? Because at top the flower do not come. The top is free for the growth. So this is the growing thing, right? Oldest flower will be at the base, then youngest flower will be at the top, right? And alternatively, this kind of, right? In cymose, the plant, when flowering comes, the plant growth stops. Plant growth stops. Why? Because at the apical bud convert into flower and the growth stops, right? The oldest flower will be at the top, right? That is the basic difference. So first this flower will come, then second and third flower will be respectively these, right? In racemose, it is inflorescence which show the indefinite growth and bear number of flowers due to presence of active growing tip. It always have active growing tip, right? Racemose, this is the only question. Whatever I have told you, these are the questions which have been asked. The arrangement of flower is like older flower at the base and the younger flower at the apex, right? This is question. Cymose, it is the inflorescence having definite growth, in which the tip of main axis terminate into flower and the further growth continue by the by one or more lateral branches. So branches will go, top will not grow, right? Branches which have which behave as a main axis. Here the oldest flower will be at the top and youngest at the base. I think it's easy, to be clear to you, but to understand easy, but it's a bit difficult to remember, a bit confusing too. So please remember racemose and cymose, both kind of the inflorescence. These only two kind of the inflorescence are there in your table. You have to remember only these two kind. Otherwise, there are number of the type of inflorescence. Right? Tell me, clear? Yashir, clear? Khudeja, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Parts of flower. Look. This is the thalamus, right? Receptacle. Here are the sepals. So sepals, they are protect at the bud stage. This is called calyx. This is called calyx. Then this receptacle, it have thalamus, it has xylem, phloem, cambium is there, vascular bundles are there, right? Then they are the petals. Petals, they help in the pollination. They are colored part. The whorl of petal is called corolla, right? We represent them by C. Right? Then come to the male part. They are called stamen. Stamen, the top part is anther, lower part is filament. They are male reproductive or androecium. Androecium is that the group of stamen. This female part called pistil. Pistil have stigma, style. Then the lower part have ovary and ovule. The group of pistil is called gynoecium, right? We represent by Z. So this is the basic structure. Okay. Flower is, it is the modification of the leaf. This is question I've been asked. This is a question. What is flower? Flower is special modification of leaf, right? Male or female flower. Look, flower, this is important. Flower may be of two types, unisexual or bisexual. When male or female flower will be separated unisexual. In bisexual, male or female reproductive part will be on the same flower, right? They will be on bear the stamen and pistil on the same flower. We will represent by this way, right? Male flower will always bear stamen. They are called staminode, this kind of stamen. And female flower will bear pistil. They are called pistillate flower. So flower may be of two types, unisexual and bisexual. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Go through with this one, gamosepalous, polysepalous, and tell me, because this is, you won't get question from here. Tell me if you have any doubt. Gamosepalous and polysepalous situation, because they have already gone through with them. Clear, or you want to revise it?
Yes.
Chitika?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Martin and Yasir, clear? This one, do you know? Then come to the corolla. So we know the group of petal is called corolla. We represent like this way: the gamopetalous situation and polypetalous situation. Tell me. Go through with it and tell me. If you have doubt, then I will tell you. This is just for revision, because you won't get question from here. This is not a medical question. This is not meant for medical exam. They are not important for medical. Only families are important for medical exam. Again, this arrangement: volvate, twisted, imbricate, quinquention, and vexillary. Vexillary estimation is important here. It is found in Pisum sativum sweet pea or the family Papilionidae. Go through with it, Martin, and let me know. Is it clear or not?
Yeah. Yes.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Clear, Shidika?
Yes, sir.
Androsium. This is important. Right? This is important for this type of androsium is important for your medical exam. Group of stamen is called androsium. If stamen is sterile, means it do not bear pollen grain, we will call it staminode. Clearly, it is written down. We will call it staminode, right? If it is sterile, means it do not have pollen grain. That this is a symbol of in floral diagram. That's how. They may be polyandrous or gamoandrous. Polyandrous means androsium are free. All androsium are free from each other. Polyandrous, right? A and like we'll count 8, 9, 10, whatever is, we'll write it down. Then gamoandrous, where androsium are fused. Gamoandrous may be of 3 types. Monoadelphous, where all androsium will be fused into one bundle. Example, hibiscus. Remember the example. Diadelphous, stamen fused in 2 bundles, right? Polyadelphous, stamen fused in more than 2 bundles, right? That is called polyadelphous. Okay, diadelphous are found in P. Example, remember example P. Means Pisum sativum. And polyadelphous are found in citrus. Example, citrus. You have to remember till this point. That's it for the day. Note down the example and we'll keep at this point. Till this point only. And tell me if you have any doubt.
No, sir.
So remember the situation, right? We'll start from, if you note down and let me note it down. Next class onward. Morphology of plant. It will be from right. Okay. So see you next class. Revise all the concept. In next class, we'll do some question and then we will go ahead and we'll do